Study Deck presents summary of chapter 3, two stories about flying of class 10th English textbook. Dear friends, in the second story, The Black Aeroplane, the narrator was flying to England to enjoy his holidays. He wanted to reach England in time so that he could enjoy a good English breakfast with his family. Then suddenly something happened. Let's see what was that. डियर फ्रेंड्स, फॉर्चून फेवर्स द ब्रेव। यह कहावत तो आपने सुनी होगी। जो व्यक्ति रिस्क लेता है वही सक्सेसफुल होता है और मुसीबत को पार कर लेता है। ज़रूरत है सिर्फ करेज की, अगर आप रिस्क लेने के लिए तैयार हैं। बहादुर व्यक्ति रिस्क लेने से नहीं डरते। व्यक्ति के जीवन में कई बार ऐसी परिस्थितियां आ जाती हैं जब उसे रिस्क लेनी पड़ती है। अगर रिस्क ऐसी हो कि आपकी जान जोखिम में डाल रहे हों, तो क्या आप ऐसी रिस्क लेना पसंद करेंगे? शायद नहीं, परंतु इस स्टोरी में पायलट ने एक ऐसी ही रिस्क ली, मगर क्यों? आइए देखते हैं। It was around 1:30 a.m. in the morning. We find a pilot who is returning England from France in his own plane, Dakota. The sky was clear. Suddenly, after moving 150 kilometers between, he saw clouds, storm clouds around him. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind him. It was natural for the narrator to panic. He knew that it was not possible to fly up and over those storm clouds. He was confused for a moment. As everything was fearful at the moment, the narrator decided to risk and flew into the storm. But everything went out of control. The compass as well as other instruments stopped working. He was unable to see outside the plane as the plane was jumping and twisting in the air. He tried to contact Paris control but couldn't. He was lost in the storm. You must be thinking, why did the narrator take that risk? The narrator decided to take the risk to fly through the storm clouds because he wanted to enjoy his holiday with his family back in England. But when the narrator entered the clouds, it became impossible to see outside the aeroplane. The aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air, and all the instruments like compass, etc., stopped working due to the weather conditions. Suddenly, a miracle happened. The narrator saw another black aeroplane in the storm by his side, without lights on its wings. It seemed strange to him, but he was glad to see another person in the storm. The pilot of another plane waved at him and signaled to follow, so that he did that because he did not have any other option except it. The narrator flew for half an hour. He had fuel only for 5 or 10 minutes. He felt fearful, but suddenly he saw two bright lines in front of him. It was a runway. He was able to land safely, which gave him a sigh of relief. It was just like a miracle for him. The narrator came out from his plane to thank the pilot of the black aeroplane, but he was shocked to see no one there. He went to control tower and asked the woman about the place and the black aeroplane. Hearing his words, the woman laughed and said that there was no other aeroplane except this. It was a big surprise to the narrator. He was dumbfounded as he had no explanation for the miracle. This story and proves that the pilot of the Dakota plane had seen a phantom aeroplane. Phantom means something illusion. So he had an illusion that someone was there with him, and keeping that illusion in his mind, he went on following him. This may be a phenomena because of your strong determination, that you may have a determination to take the risk and go through your decisions with a positive approach. A question is asked in this textbook. Do you agree that the story The Black Aeroplane is a mystery? Yes. The answer to this question is that it's true that the black aeroplane is a mystery because the pilot of the Dakota wanted to thank the pilot of Black Aeroplane and went to the control room, but nobody had seen the Black Aeroplane. So it was really a mystery. So in the end of the story, we can say that in this story, the narrator get out of the storm in the night and landed safely in England with the help of a black aeroplane which he found in midst of the storm. And he followed him religiously and obeyed his instructions, and he was able to come out of the storm.